Hello, my friends and viewers, and welcome back to the summer of 252 BC. Yes, that memorable summer where a single unit of archers had to face off against an army because they listened to some Greek diplomat who said, hey, here's some money, you should switch sides. Not thinking what would happen if they did switch sides. Well, I'm about to give you the answer to that question here. Thank you everybody who has been watching the campaign, and welcome back. It's time for us to try and push further into Egypt. I do have a spy someone reminded me about that I need to send out into the desert because I needed to scout for settlements. I do not remember where all the settlements are located, so I need to go figure that one out. Now, we don't really need much to go win this battle. The Greek cavalry, our commander units, all that stuff should be perfectly sufficient. I imagine, yeah, they've taken up a hill position. That is understandable. I'm gonna run 2 cavalry units one direction and 2 the other. We'll just split up and destroy this. Now, this is our faction leader here, I believe, in this unit, and I believe I'm this... Yeah. There's our commander right there. I think they ride in on the left-hand side of the unit on this game, not right in the middle, where we've come to expect them in other Total War games. Trying to find the one, or that's our Greek cavalry. Here's our other bodyguard right here. Yeah, you can see the commander unit there too, or the commander entity. I'm gonna try and bait the attention of those archers with a couple of units and then move in with the others. There we go. I think we've succeeded in convincing them that they can't pick a direction, and now they've got a impending charge. I'm not even sure that they're going to get a chance to fire a volley here because they've been indecisive in that choice. And that should pretty much be it. If I lose a commander here, then it is truly egregious. They are fighting to the death, but little good it will do them. There they go. We're going to continue and just finish these guys off. They're down to 3 entities, one of which is this poor fellow running as fast as he can. And have to admit, you know, it's not bad speed. There goes their captain, and here goes the last traitor. And this, I guess, will teach you to listen to diplomats from the Greek city-states. So next time you might want to consider whether that money is worth it. But I do appreciate the diplomat helping me to be able to give an example of what happens to traitors. But I am a little bit annoyed because I kind of wanted that archer unit and I didn't want to have to send another one along the way. But, you know, like I said, we will do what is necessary. Our army is ready to march again. I might go ahead and have another archer unit here that can come and join us. And then we trained a new archer unit here I can send down, and then I can go ahead and maybe grab one more from Sidon. I want to keep these units flowing. They're very important to our armies. Let's see. I'm going to push to the south now, towards Petra. And I believe my spy was in Palmyra. It just hasn't popped up on our inactive assets or whatever they call it. It looks like an oasis out here, so let's send our spy to do some investigating and see if there is indeed a settlement out there. We are still under siege at Seleucia by the enemy forces. We are replenishing at our new holding of Susa, and we have an army outside of Tarsus. We do have 3 archers in this army. We've got a decent number of phalanx units, but we could probably always use more, but we are replenishing some of those nearby. I've got more units training back at our main settlement, and then we are in control here at Halicarnassus, and it'd be nice to take Rhodes, and then it would also be nice to take Salamis. In order to do so, I'm going to need a little bit more of a fleet. I know it's a few turns out, but I may go ahead and train a couple of extra ships here and try and land an army out on the island to deal with them as well. I wonder in Jerusalem whether I have... We're training a scythe chariot and then some more units, so let's wait a turn in Jerusalem, then we'll move that army out as well. And I'm kind of just trying to hold over here on my north and eastern borders for the time being. Okay, we do have information out here, so there's another Parthian settlement out here somewhere. And then we have another Parthian settlement to our north. That is an Armenian diplomat, so at least one of these cities still belongs to him. Parthia has at least 2 more settlements. We need a diplomat to head over into the wider world. I don't remember where we can recruit these diplomats from. I think you just have to have a certain building right here. Let's go ahead and recruit a diplomat and a merchant. Get those recruiting. And I sent my merchant too far, I guess, on that last trip. I might just start training some more of these guys and trying to set up shop, you know, just wherever it's available. Let's go ahead and grab another merchant there. Okay. Let me check my building progress here. We only have one settlement, that's Bostra, that needs a building project, but there is no building project for it because it needs growth at this point. It's actually not too terribly far away from growing. Oh my goodness, Pontus has arrived. Let's see what they've brought to fight us. The Greek city's diplomat may be looking for the next victim of archer units to come and convince to join their cause. What are we up against? I mean, if that's a whole bunch of, like, phalanx pikemen, we're in trouble. It is not. In fact, it's kind of a ragtag army with their faction leader, actually, which is good for me. I can defend the... Oh, I didn't get a chance to retrain these troops, unfortunately. I can defend the town center from these guys probably rather effectively. So we should be okay. If they come and attack us, we'll just set up on the town center. I'm a little worried about my generals being safe in that position, but we'll have to make it work. While they're busy there with an entire army, one would think certainly they will be weak. Because they've sent such a sizable force after us, so I'm going to march on their capital. What I think is their capital. No, their capital's further north. So we're going to go march against Pontus and make them pay for these little shenanigans that they keep pulling against us. Let's see, where all did we recruit? Where's my agents list? I'm going to go through that here in just a minute. Diplomatic news. Alright, sorry. Settlement besieged. Agent found. Settlement besieged. So Seleucia is still besieged. Okay. Let's go to our agents list, and here are all of our agents. So this is our new diplomat. I think he's at Tarsus? I wasn't aware that I had recruited one at Tarsus. I wonder if we go put him out on a boat. Come on. Do I have to put him? I have to put him on ships. That sucks. I can't just move him to sea. We would have to put him on ships to transport him. I need to get over to Rome and get Rome in my vision, but I mean, taking him there, it's gonna take like absolutely forever. I'm gonna go ahead and begin a super long march with that diplomat via the land path. And let's see, I have an agent here, so another diplomat. I guess, can he leave the city while it's under siege? No. So they don't even let diplomats out? Okay, alright, fair enough. I mean, I wouldn't either. Let's see here. Alexander of Jerusalem. So this is going to be our merchant.
Loud and clear.
Can we monopolize this trade good here? So where's the... Less than 10. Phoenicia. Trade in Sidon. Monopolize timber. Monopolize glass. I think those are the values that it's telling us. Ooh, trade in Palmyra. Monopolize camels. Heck yeah, that looks valuable. Alright, so we're gonna go monopolize the camels out there. Let's go take a look for more agents. We have another merchant here. We need to get him out of here, apparently, because we're about to be sieged by Armenia yet again. Alright, let's go look for... There's some incense that he can monopolize. Monopolize elephants. Monopolize glass and timber. Let's do that. Alright, so I'm going to send some merchants out on some missions here. Try and get a little bit of experience with that. Construction report is complete. We got quite a few buildings we're probably going to have to queue up now. So let's go to Tarsus. Let's see, Tarsus. In the building queue. It would be nice to have better training facilities, but when I look at this settlement, it's so grown. Let's get the large temple to kind of help keep things in check, and then we'll move over to some recruiting capabilities. We're under siege at some of these settlements, but it is what it is. We're gonna have to queue up a building so that whenever we're not under siege, we can take care of it. We need to repair the gates there at Jerusalem. And what else do we got? Bostra cannot build anything. Susa can upgrade its temple, and then we'll probably do the roads. So I'll queue up a couple of things there. Again, income looking good. Parthia may be bringing in reinforcements at Seleucia. How far are we till... We're 5 turns till surrender. What is this? 2? Remind me. Wall level, wooden wall. Okay, so yeah, we're 5 turns till surrender, so I'm not particularly worried about surrendering. It was all these horse archers and stuff that they had, and some of those have left. But no doubt they'll come back and act as reinforcements if I try and do. Let's try. All right, we're gonna march on the Egyptians. We're starting to get a decent little garrison out here at Bostra. Can I put the taxes back up to normal? We can, so I can make a little bit more cash off that settlement. All right, and then I need a little bit of garrison troops to stay behind here. Otherwise, this army is in pretty good shape. It's about ready to march forth as well.
My lord, destroy them.
Got a Pontic force right in our way. Not surprised. I mean, I could march up here to meet these guys, but I don't want to sally out. I want to force them into my settlement. We have 6 turns till surrender there as well. And we're not going to need that many troops if we just defend the town center. I think we'll be relatively safe. So I've set up my buildings, except for Bostra, because we can't. That makes sense. And then we have a spy that is going to be delving further into the desert and looking for our enemies. What do we got out here? Just a small rebel army, okay.
Can I be of service?
And then we have our diplomat, of course, who's still stuck inside the settlement, which makes sense. Again, understandable. There's a large enemy army right outside your gate, so probably not the best time to be leaving town and just, you know, heading out for a pleasant walk in the countryside. I do believe the Parthians actually walked away with their reinforcing troops. That's really a rather strange decision. We got a spy after me in Susa. What is Pontus up to? Okay, so they fled away from my army. Armenia is gonna attack, or sorry, siege Hatra yet again. My income's gonna go down as they siege more of these settlements, but we will get that back here shortly whenever we've beaten back some of these, which I intend to be doing here rather shortly. Okay, let's take a look here. Suitable husband, let's accept that proposal. Okay, accepted that. Marriage celebration, settlement besieged, Hatra, agent found at Sardis, the Greek cities. Sardis besieged. City expands at Seleucia, but it's... Okay, the Parthians lifted the siege at Seleucia. It's a little bit upset as a settlement, and I'm not exactly surprised. We need to put in the larger governors building here, and then I'm going to put in a little bit more troops. I'm going to retrain these. Recruit one more troop here. Looks like we're one turn until that market's completed. Susa is apparently extremely angry now. Potentially going to rebel. Let's drop their taxes for a turn. That'll calm them down here, even if it's just for a moment. And we'll kind of work on building up some public order infrastructure there at Susa. Okay. We are able to march against the Egyptians here.
Begin the siege.
Alright, so I've got plenty of rams. We're going to maintain the siege. So Petra is under siege in the Sinai. Is under our control. Let's take our spy. And there is the Arabian settlement that Parthia is in control of that we will have to destroy sooner or later. Preferably sooner. Sardis still has 5 turns before it is in any significant trouble. We're actually getting close to being able to recruit troops at Halicarnassus. And because the Pontic troops fell back from my army, one of their large cities is now vulnerable. They have a couple of phalanx pikemen, so I'm glad we're taking the city because this is probably where they were recruiting those from. And I will be able to make them pay a price, basically take away those units. They have another large city up here, so they have 2 large cities, at least, that they're recruiting from. I'd love to get over here and take Pergamum and Rhodes. The Colossus at Rhodes would be a cool capture as well. So hopefully we can start working on that soon enough. The Egyptians are making a run for Bostra. Interesting. So they've gathered up their troops and decided that that's going to be their angle. I do have a small army here. I can't take, like, everything out of this settlement because it's going to need a garrison. But we are not, you know, at a huge threat up here. I could start moving down to come reinforce against the Egyptians at Bostra. And we still have plenty of garrison there. I'm going to go ahead and move this archer down here. I'm going to go ahead and train up another archer here. Okay. So I've got 2 settlements under siege. We're trying to pacify Susa. I want to get this army out of Susa, so I need to start training a garrison force. So we'll have a garrison force. Yeah, Seleucia is a little bit upset, but once we get the upgrade finished, they'll be a little happier. Let's see. Let's take a look at our buildings and public order. Yes, I would just have one settlement. Damascus. Let's see what we can build here. So Damascus has pretty good public order. We could go a number of directions here. Let's go ahead and build in the farming to get a little bit of extra income. Hatra is under siege. Whenever it's not under siege, I guess I would like to go ahead and build the sewers there. And then at Jerusalem, there's nothing we can build at the moment. It's a large town that's waiting on its population to kick up. And Palmyra, get a new temple. Ostra is still waiting. All right. So again, I think we're good. We just need to end our turn. We've got, actually, did I say 2? I've got 2 enemy settlements under siege. I was thinking 3. One of mine's under siege. Yes, I've got 2 enemy settlements under siege. We've got a few settlements of our own under siege, but we should be able to hold out just fine. Let's go ahead and end another turn. Kind of see how things settle in. I've got my merchants on the way to do some good old monopolizing. That's my diplomat who's going on the forever walk. We'll see whether he makes it to his destination alive. We're on the way to monopolize those camels. There we go. I need to get map information and trade rights with the Romans, Carthage, assuming all that's still... Okay, so the Egyptians were baited into chasing this army, actually. And I'm going to retreat.
Retreat!
I don't... How come they get to retreat like 500 miles and I only get to go back like a few feet? I'm not really sure I understand that. All right, they've gone after one of my ports, which is going to cost me some trade income. And here comes the invasion at Sardis by the Pontic faction leader. If we kill him here, that'll actually be an interesting blow against Pontus because we're also about to capture one of their large cities. And hopefully by taking that Pontic large city and inserting that force deeper into their territory will disrupt their ability to come over here and pester Sardis. Because they've been sending a steady stream of troops over there ever since they declared war, which was at least 4 million years ago. This town center looks like it will be easily defendable. However, that said, let's start a deployment. The gates are open. Okay, all gates are open, so they could go around me. Sometimes when the gates are open, they'll just go full bore, like right for the nearest gate. And we might have some good luck at defending that, to be honest. All right, I'm going to get my men set up, and what I'm going to attempt to do is basically clog up this entryway here. I don't think you can move through like this junk over here. So like I'm gonna clog the entryway with a phalanx pikeman, or sorry, a levy pikeman there. And then I should be able to do something like this over here.
Quickly! Militia right! Move! Move!
And if I put this one like right here.
Move! Move! Hoplite militia! Hoplites!
Okay, now I'm gonna do something like this. Just to make sure there's really no way they can get into the flank of this position here.
Go! 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 Move! Move!
Okay, I think they will all come from that direction. I don't believe AI is going to be smart enough to use further avenues, so I'll have a couple units in reserve. And this should work. Let's start the battle. Fast forward. This leaves me in a position to... Like, if I just defend the town center, I can, but it also gives the enemy a chance to mass their numbers and potentially wreck my formations, you know, in a smaller blob, whereas I'm hoping it'll be a much cleaner kill for me in these choke points leading into the town center. We'll see whether I have chosen wisely or chosen unwisely.
The enemy are through the walls. Now we must fight all the harder in our
This
defense.
will kind of leave them bunched up in the streets and unable to really spread out, and hopefully unable to consolidate their mass for a big push. Because the AI will use that kind of the mass shenanigans to push through your phalanx. When I say shenanigans, it is shenanigans to a degree, but you know, it does make sense. Like if you had a whole army pushing against you, then yes, at some point they're gonna push their way through just by sheer weight of numbers. So it is both shenaniganry and somewhat feasible all at the same time. We did rout that side chariot. I wish it would run amok. If it'll run amok, that would be beautiful. All right, so the side chariot. Oh yeah, it is running amok. Awesome. It ran over a bunch of their own guys. Look, it killed a ton of their own men back here. Oh, that's funny. They just lost like 300 men. Look at all the dead Pontic troops in the streets from their own chariots. Oh, that is beautiful. It is an absolute thing of beauty. And they do have more troops. Those are Peltist marching down this way. Eastern Infantry. All right, we should be good. I think we're in a good space. I wish those units would come back so that they can run amok again all over their own troops. I don't know if I'll be so... Oh, they're killing each other now, too, I think. Because I see them dropping dead. Either that or there was 2 units there. I can't tell. Alright, here comes the Pontic infantry. There's a few units chucking javelins and garbage at me like that, so I think we're in a perfect position to hold here. Right now we're just massacring hillmen. The Pontic general is coming. I believe that's the faction leader. It is. They're going to throw some javelins at me, which will be annoying. Very annoying. But I do have reserve units in case they maybe feel like they're getting a push somewhere. We can back it up with another unit. So like right here, for instance, they're attempting to get a push going. So I'll just go ahead and position another hoplite unit right here. They're good on this side. They are having to kind of funnel through at an awkward angle here. It's not going to go well for them. That Eastern General is now kind of full-on engaged with my militia hoplites. Yeah, see, they are getting a bit of a push because that's a heavy cavalry. The Eastern General also has 2 hit points, so it's a little harder to just immediately chop them down. Those 2 hit point units are a little more difficult to deal with. Yeah, so this is good right here. So as they push through that first unit, they're just going to meet a second one. So they'll get some purchase there, but not much. They're still running amok out there. And then look at this. Look at this pathfinding. The whole enemy army is just like smashed up against the wall, unable to proceed. Yes, we are being attacked. That's what happens in a siege. Nice observation, by the way. Oh, they have troops coming from... Ah, there goes the enemy king. They have troops coming from another direction over here. I have to proceed to block that as quickly as possible. Didn't realize they were actually going to maneuver around me, so... A little bit at a loss there. I need you all to reform, please. Alright, the enemy king died. That's going to have very ill effect on all this crappy Eastern infantry. Very much going to work out well for me, not so much for them. Come on, move up, move up, move up. Phalanx formation. Okay, so we've got the town center well blocked off at this point. Okay, alright. Reinforcements moved into position. This hillman is going to fail, though it is already getting a really nice mass push through here, which is frustrating. But they're also taking huge casualties, which, with the death of their general, seems like will probably lead to their rout. Yep, there it goes. There is another unit of Eastern infantry moving in behind them. Now they're having trouble holding their leadership together. They've lost not half of their army, but they've taken some pretty significant losses. They have all of their units over here routing. I'm going to bring my cavalry in to pursue. I have to watch, though. Well, yeah, as they get units coming back, I have to be careful because our commander could die here. Yeah, they have quite a few troops turning around now. Yeah, head back in, head back in. Head back in. Okay. The next time they rout, I'm going to pursue them. Alright, that's the Hillman unit that just routed. This one's going to rout very quickly. They started off with well over 200 entities, and it is dropping very rapidly. Yeah, they are now broken. Alright, once this blob routs again, I'm going to pursue it and destroy them. And then I should be able to get a tremendous number of kills as a result. So let's fast forward. I think not long after contact, all these units should rout. Sometimes even before combat, but once, yeah, it's going to get real contagious. Alright, there it is. We're going to continue the battle, and I am indeed going to pursue them now that they're fleeing. And I'm going to just get a tremendous number of absolutely free kills here. Look at that. The streets are lined with the bodies of Pontic soldiers, which is precisely the way I wanted it. Oh my gosh, that was a complete and total massacre there at the... Oh, no, stay away. Our towers will... Alright, that's good enough. So I'm going to exit the battle. And our commander units will have gotten... that one bodyguard got 1,047 kills. Gained 2 experience chevrons. I love it. Oh man, that is good stuff. So Pontus suffers a crushing defeat at Sardis,
Glorious victory!
losing their faction leader, losing their army. An all-around failure. Meanwhile, Mazaka is under siege. Okay, so let us check out what we do next. Income is still a little bit lower in general. It could partly be because that port is under siege. I think I'm going to leave one of our generals.
Yes, my lord, yes,
My lord.
my lord.
Let's step out of Jerusalem. Right, Jerusalem's going to be able to hold. Let's put a little bit more garrison here. Like I'll put a couple of levy pikes there. All right, and I'm going to move forward and engage this Egyptian army out here. It looks like they have chariots, but I do as well. So more of an equivalent situation. I'm going to fall back with this army. And that Egyptian army, you know, is kind of behind enemy lines at this point, so it may be able to get one of these settlements under siege, but no matter where it goes and puts a settlement under siege, I'm going to be able to reinforce that settlement, so they don't really have a good angle in any direction. So I'm excited about that. The Parthians kind of continually trying to swarm around Seleucia. Tax rate is low. We finished that building. 2 more turns, we get more sewers. Let's see, let's go to Antioch. Antioch has buildings available. We need to do the counselor's chambers because that city is growing rather rapidly. That's an expensive build as well. And then we have Sidon, a minor city, which... barracks. Sidon, what do we have here? So Egyptian... archery range. That shouldn't be any huge deal having those Egyptian buildings there, I don't believe. Okay, let's get to Jerusalem. Jerusalem, there's nothing we can build right now. Bostra, there's nothing we can build right now. Okay, so that puts me in a good position. I need to retrain troops at Sardis. And then one more turn, and Halicarnassus will have a little bit of training capability as well. I thought we had a commander down here. Did he die? I could have sworn we had a commander down there. Maybe I should have a commander down there. End of turn report. Huh. I don't remember. I thought we had a commander down there. Maybe we didn't. Maybe. Oh, no, we probably pulled him back up here. I'm going to go ahead and spread these commanders out. I'm going to send one down here just because I can. That'll kind of spread the capabilities out. What do we have here? We should have some rams completed, and we should be able to win this. Now, their new faction leader is now trapped in the city, so there should be 2 turns and 2 dead faction leaders for Pontus, so that's a good trend. I would like to keep it that way. These phalanx pikemen are going to be dangerous. They're better than my units. But I do have several units of archers here as well that we can take advantage of. Let's fight this battle. This will put another large city into our empire. And hopefully we can strike at the Egyptian army outside of Jerusalem as well.
This may be a good day to die.
At start of deployment, who is carrying the rams? Looks like archer units are carrying the rams. They have towers on either side here. I don't really need that many holes in the wall here. I'm going to actually drop the rams here with the archers. Is there some reason why we can't grab the ram? They have to be out of phalanx formation to grab the ram. Okay. That makes sense. Marching in a phalanx while pushing a ram, probably not possible. Okay, let's get our archers up here. Okay. Phalanx units. Bodyguards. Awesome. Should be good here. Let's go ahead and start the battle and break the gates. And I'm going to move my archers up and fire at any target stupid enough to present itself. Like the faction leader. He is headed back towards the town center, and that makes some sense. They have a unit of phalanx pikemen moving this way, which would be an easy target for my archers, one that I would relish the opportunity to take some shots at, because I really do not wish to fight them.
Batter a way through. Our soldiers are at the walls. Now they must batter a way through.
I wonder if I can move up close enough to shoot that unit. We're near. Oh, we're very near. Let's see if we can move up just a bit closer. I don't want to get in range of their tower over there. Looks like our archers are going to open fire. Phalanx units do have shields and a little bit of armor as they get more elite, but they are not near as good at resisting archer fire as hoplites are. So they will suffer mightily.
Our soldiers have done their work well. The battering ram has broken through the gate.
Alright, I'm going to let my archers massacre that phalanx pikeman. You can see it is dropping steadily. It looks like they'd already taken some attrition or something. Alright, so the main gate is open. Let's move up our levy pikes.
Run! Units! Run! Units! Stand it for my units! Run!
Alright. Looks like the wall's about to be breached. And the phalanx pikemen continue to die.
Show no mercy! The enemy walls are down. Make sure their soldiers are buried beneath their ruins.
It's gonna use a lot of ammo for me to kill these guys from the front, but I don't really care. Killing it will be useful for me one way or the other. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working some units through the gates. That should draw the enemy forward.
Gods! Our soldiers have done
Or
well
I say
this day.
should, it
The
may
walls
draw
are
the enemy
taken.
forward, it may not.
Pike levy! Move! 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 Militia hoplites!
Go, go, go!
Okay, I've got all units moving through the breaches.
Units!
Move my cavalry forward. Archers have expended most of their ammunition. I'm gonna go ahead and cease fire here. There's little of value left to be done.
Go, go, go!
I'm gonna take these two levy pikes and start making my way down the streets here.
Hoplites!
Pike,
With me!
move, move! Hurry!
Pike! Units! Militia hoplites!
Okay, get those units into position. I'll send one more this direction. Alright, I'm gonna make my way down these two streets. Kind of push against the enemy here. I'm gonna bring these archers inside the gates. Awesome. Alright, there we go.
Hurry!
Hoplites! Pike! Militia hoplites!
Pike, lady! Move, move! Hurry!
Militia hoplites! Go, go, go!
Alright.
Go, go, go!
Just busy moving our troops into position. That unit of phalanx pikemen is coming at me in the choke point here, which is not fantastic for me,
Form my phalanx.
because it means I won't be able to outflank them.
Militia
Go, go, go!
Trying to just get formed up before they arrive.
Pike, lady! Move, move! Go, go, go!
Hoplite militia! More phalanx! Hoplites! Go,
I'm gonna start marching all these units in a phalanx forward.
Units!
There we go. Gonna push forward a little bit there. Alright, the phalanx pikemen are going to engage me. I'm not actually thrilled about this.
Forward!
I might want to see if I can double team them. I don't know if it'll make any difference in this choke point. I actually don't think this is going to go good for me. If anything, maybe I can bail myself out with numbers. But we are certainly outclassed here. Yep, and we're starting to take casualties. So are they. I'm hoping maybe with the second unit I may just end up screwing up my unit's ability to even hold a phalanx, though, by piling up too much here. I don't know, we'll see. I don't think the numbers game is in their favor here. I think they're going to lose. They do have that Eastern General nearby, though, too, which I don't love, but there are a whole lot of spears pointing in his direction. They are now starting to take pretty consistent casualties, though. I am taking a lot of casualties here as well. Way more than I would like at the moment. Well, there we go. The king died on the charge. And he got his phalanx pikemen out of formation. But now a lot of my men are out of formation as well. Ugh, that's a bit of a mess over there. That is not the fight that I want to be in with that Eastern bodyguard. Even with the king dead, like, it's going to give us some trouble. I'm going to push the backspace buttons here, see if we can get our pikes back out. Start killing some of these. Yeah, look, we've got spears pointing in every direction.
Pike. Go, go, go!
Ooh. We're in a savage brawl over here with that Eastern general, who is finally starting to drop, but not before he inflicted probably about 50% casualties plus onto these two units over here. 3 units, I should say. These units are gruesomely powerful. Alright, let's push forward. Alright, everybody's pushing forward. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Fortunately, there's just really not enough of these enemy units left to probably get away with any super significant number of casualties. But then again, it is an Eastern bodyguard, so... I forgot to put that unit into a phalanx formation, so never mind. There are going to be more casualties. Not so much because of the capabilities of the bodyguard, but because of my incompetence, it looks like. Shoot some of those in the back. Okay, we managed to push back the bodyguard again. Alright, we're moving into position over here. Looks like Pontus is going to attempt to fend us off over here. There's only one entity left in that Eastern bodyguard, and I'm guessing that he's not long for this world. He's really surrounded, like even spears poking through his horse here, so yeah, there we go. And let's take our archers and start shooting this unit in the back real quick. There we go. That unit is now wavering. I'm gonna have my archers. I guess I'll have them keep firing. Probably gonna cause a fair number of friendly fire casualties at this point, though. So let's cease fire and let's take these units, run that direction, and just close this formation in. All right, there we go.
This is a heroic victory.
Well, we took way more casualties than I wanted, but we took the Pontic settlement. It should come with decent infrastructure. I mean, they were recruiting phalanx pikemen from it, so hoping that we get something pretty nice out of it. We are going to exterminate the population. We don't have to deal with the extremely unhappy Pontic populace here. They have a Temple of Aphrodite here that we're gonna shred. I'm gonna get in here into the buildings. We're gonna repair the walls. We're gonna put in a Greek temple here. Look at that, army barracks. We could even get silver shield pikemans available up here. They also have just tier 1 stables. They don't really have much in the way of archers, so they were headed like almost all of their effort into basically all their effort was being put into, what do you call it, infantry units. So we have taken control of their settlement. That increased our income a lot. And I imagine, again, that this port down here is where we're losing a fair bit of income at the moment. Plus, we have this siege going on, and I think we have to pay for that. Speaking of pay for that, the only thing that's here is their faction heir. Do I dare auto-resolve a battle? It is an Egyptian chariot unit, and there's almost no telling what the auto-resolve... Ooh, I don't know if I want to auto-resolve it, though, because I'm so far behind enemy territory, it's going to be hard to retrain. Let's just do one, just for fun. I'm going to quick save it, though, just in case. I mean, maybe they'll be just as bad. I mean, this is my faction leader, by the way, so... he got 216 kills. But, otherwise, we're in good shape here. We're going to exterminate this populace as well. So we now control the port at Petra and retrain these units. Scythe chariots out here. Why are we able to build the scythe chariots here? I don't understand the building that's providing the... Maybe we're... Yeah, I don't know what building it is that's providing the scythe chariots. Need to repair some of these buildings. I need to tear down the Temple of Osiris. And we need to build in its place Shrine to Dionysius. Alright, so this is good. We are making some extraordinary progress at the moment. The Armenians are going to fail another siege here, no doubt. Yeah, they're going to fail. There's no way they're going to be able to get through there, so I'm not even that worried about it. I don't know what happened to the Egyptian army that was making its way north, but we'll keep an eye out for them. Let's go ahead and attempt a battle out here. Wow, they have a lot of chariots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Egyptian chariots. Holy smokes. And then they have Desert Axemen, which is an interesting unit. It says they get a combat bonus out here in the desert, so they'll be more dangerous than one would think. They have Nile Spears as well. There's Nubian, and then the Nile Spear, I think, are the next... yeah, Nubians and then Niles are the step up. Yeah, that is a lot of chariots. I think we can stop them, though. I have the archers, and I should be able to force them... as chariot archers, Egyptian chariots. I think both the units of chariots, though, have 3 hit points. Holy crap. So they're not... Yeah, 3 hit points on the Egyptian chariots. Good heavens. Let's fight it, see if we can win. I do have a range advantage, and I'm hoping we can pepper the enemy chariots from range with our archers and try and force a move on their part into our waiting phalanx. We don't want those Desert Axemen to get up on our flank. With that bonus in the desert, they'll be doing well if we allow them into a good position. So we do not wish to allow them into any sort of good position. There we go. We need to be careful with our chariots too. With all the archers around, our chariots will be in a high-risk scenario here. Okay. So we really just want to leave some units to make it where we can't just get chariot charged down a flank. Otherwise, we're going to do something like this. Yeah, that should work. It's a fairly defensible formation. Ready to move if we need to on our wings. And the enemy army is straight across from us in a very, very wide formation. I'm going to turn to face... Oh boy, yeah, they are just coming at my flanks with the chariots. Here comes their commander right up the middle too. Who's actually waltzing into chariot range. Are they gonna YOLO me over here? Surely not. Alright, well, my archers are firing into their chariots, these are not gonna fire back. So whatever damage I can put into them, that's good. I'm getting shot at, though, by the chariot archers that are out there in the flanks. So I'm gonna spread out a little. My formation's a little too thick, but if I start repositioning now, it's gonna put me in grave danger. Here comes a charge of axemen straight up the gut. That is not gonna work. Bonus in the desert or not. They're gonna die in a big hurry. Whew, speaking of die in a big hurry, I do not like what's going on out here in my flank. I'm gonna turn a couple of units of archers this direction. I'm gonna spread out into a looser formation. And I'm gonna turn this pike levy. Okay, we're getting a good purchase over here with our archers. The AI is doing some awkward reforming, I think just trying to keep itself in a balanced lineup against me, which is incredibly stupid. It's causing them just terrific losses over here to my archers, so I mean I'm here for it if that's what they want to do. God, these chariot archers are so annoying. Move my own chariot back just a little bit. I'm starting to get some kills on that Egyptian chariot over there. I'm gonna let my archers keep doing their work. Like I said, over here my archers are getting a steady stream of kills as these units just continue to reform right in front of me. Many of them exposing their back to me over and over again. I'm okay with the battle that's going on right now. It's very much working in my favor. They're taking losses slowly and steadily to their key units. I'm not actually targeting their Egyptian chariots over here. I'm just shooting at their infantry, it looks like, but that's okay. I'm just gonna target these Nile spears. Here comes a charge. That is gonna fail. They will get a few units onto that flank there and do a little damage, but they're gonna get absolutely slaughtered up front. And I'm gonna start tearing into this Nile spearman here. There we go, it's looking good. That Egyptian chariot is now down about half. So they are in rough shape. I'm gonna target them. Target the next unit here. So the Egyptian army is being significantly depleted by my archers. Oh yeah, that Egyptian chariot unit's gonna rout soon. Has a lot of armor. It takes time for the archers to get their damage done. Archers were such a critical investment in our armies. It looks like the AI just doesn't know what to do here. It's like they want to be defensive because I attacked them, but they also don't know how to form their troops, and their inability to form up their troops in any kind of coherent formation here is really costing them significantly. Okay, that Egyptian chariot unit is completely dead. And then as they reform over here, I'll see what I can do. Ooh, no, never mind. They're doing kind of a weird reforming here as well. And keep an eye on them. Alright, my archers are still firing away. There's a Nile spearman moving across me here that just turned their back on me. I'm gonna shoot them. A little bit concerned though because they still have chariot archers back there, so I'm actually gonna cease fire. I'm gonna cease fire here as well. So all archers, cease fire. I kind of want to do a bit of a melee assault here. I'm gonna come and present a pike line and see if I can convince the AI. But these archers are still firing despite me telling them to cease. Actually, the only targets that I want my archers firing at all right now would be the Egyptian chariot archers, who are still firing away at me. I'll see if I can return fire. Yeah, the chariot archers will be good targets for me because I need some ammunition to ward them off. Looks like the AI is going to attack with a single unit of Nile Spearmen up front, so that's good. That used a Desert Axeman is routing through the Egyptian chariot archer, which is now taking fairly substantial losses as well. It's going to fall back. I believe those chariot units are 108 strong. So my archers are firing way outside of range. I'm perfectly happy to let them do so, assuming it's going to keep doing damage.
Units! Units!
I know a lot of you would probably like to see my scythe chariots in action, but it's very dangerous to get the scythe chariots out here. Plus, I don't think they would actually be able to catch the chariot archers. I'm gonna fast forward a minute, see whether we can do some good damage to that chariot archer. I am like well outside of range, but my archers fire regardless. It is down about half strength.
Units!
I'm gonna push some archers over here and see how the AI reacts to that.
Units!
Continue to pepper the chariot archers over here. This is good. We're doing significant damage. This one is down to 42 entities. They're kind of repositioning a little bit here. I want a shot at that chariot archer in the back, but it is way too far away at the moment. Let's target this next Egyptian chariot archer here. Alright, I'm gonna just keep working these guys down slowly but surely. They might YOLO charge me here in a minute if I'm not careful, because my archers are a little bit exposed here. We're taking some heavy fire. But they are also taking heavy fire. All their chariot archers are moved over in this vicinity now, too, so I'm gonna try and move to counter. I want to kill those chariot archers. Get my archers back over here. Alright, all those chariot archers are now kind of right up here in my face. Come on, move over. I think the skirmish mode's on. It's preventing my archers. Yeah. Chariot archers, chariot archers. I'm targeting all chariot archers. Oh, is that a YOLO? I think they're getting close to just going full YOLO here. Alright, I've got my archers pouring fire in. One of their chariot archers is moving out here to the flank. Unfortunately, that's not where I want it. But I'm gonna put some fire over here. Alright. I can't fire all the ammunition on my archers, but I can use quite a bit still. And that has done tremendous damage to the Egyptian chariots. I'm actually going to put these guys back into a tighter formation. Let's pull over here. Pull over here. Alright, so I'm going to reform my archers. Their infantry's reforming a little. So I think we have been somewhat effective here. We're still under fire. This final chariot archer that has a decent number of men left. I'm gonna go ahead and push my pike line forward. Okay. I'm gonna see if we can get the enemy to come engage us. They have a single bow unit up there as well. Let's move our archers in right behind our pike line. I'll maximize my range. Really want to hit those Egyptian chariot archers, but they're kind of hovering just outside my range, like very annoyingly. So I'm going to push farther forward. I'm going to push these archers up, and like I said, I'm going to try and get those chariot archers in my sights. I'm hoping if we keep getting closer, it's going to entice the enemy infantry into an engagement that they will promptly lose. I'm gonna see if my archers will open fire. Yeah, here they come. Okay, I see some routes on the way. I'm gonna roll my chariots over here to this other flank. Alright, their chariot archers are under fire. I'm throwing javelins into this flank over here. Would love to get a charge into the flank of this infantry blob there. Wonder what happens, scythe chariots against Egyptian chariots. I'm not sure that's a fight I've ever been able to witness, but I wonder if they would take it. I'm curious. I'm gonna move my scythe chariot. If we lose a scythe chariot, maybe it'll be worth it just for science. There's a lot of other units in the vicinity though, so it may influence what's going on over there, but I think it'd be funny to find out what happens, like scythe chariots versus Egyptian chariots. Okay. Archers move up. Slow, methodical destruction of the Egyptians, what I'm hoping here. I'm gonna line up and see if I can give those Egyptian chariots a charge. They're gonna try and intercept me with spearmen, so I need to keep the pressure on for my pikes. Oh, they're shooting me. Let's fall back a little bit, actually. I don't know if they get the infinite range thing like I do. They might. I'm gonna give them something to think about up front. Stupid archers are, yeah, they kind of have the same stupid glitch going on where they can fire from forever far away. Okay, I'm gonna roll back around. Okay, the infantry engagement should be about to take place. They're moving the spearmen into my way because they want to catch me on the teeth of a phalanx rather than engage their general with me. I may not get the chance to engage their general, unfortunately. Chariots are probably tired. That stupid chariot archer firing at me on its way out. Yeah, they're running away. The Egyptian general's running away as well. I don't think we can catch them, so let's just have a little fun with our scythe chariots doing some mop-up work here at the end. See if we can gain them any chevronage. Probably not, but we can at least mow down a few unlucky Egyptians. There we go. All right, so that'll be a big victory. That army had a significant number of Egyptian chariots, and I'm glad to be done with it. In the end, the Egyptians just fled because we were able to dissect them so thoroughly with our archers. We took some casualties, but they took far worse casualties there, so let's end that battle.
This is a glorious achievement.
Captain Ptolemy is going to go home not so proud of his performance.
Would be a better word.
We inflicted 198 casualties with that archer unit. 217, 291, 132, 198. Yeah, we got a ton of kills with our archers. We only picked up a single experience chevron, even while killing a whole bunch of chariots. So that is a little disappointing, if I'm being honest. More than a little disappointing, I should say. But nonetheless, that is going to significantly reduce the capability of the Egyptians in this vicinity. Of question is, do we push all the way into enemy territory? Or do we fall back? Anyway, I'm pretty much done for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. We made some big progress. We captured Petra. We defeated a large enemy army here south of Jerusalem. We defeated a large Pontic army at Sardis. We took Mazaka. And we have been able to hold Susa and basically everything else. We've discovered a Parthian settlement out in Arabia that we will be able to target soon as Susa can kind of hold its own from a public order standpoint, which I do believe will be soon. And then we can go for the Pontic capital as well to see if we can finish them off. I don't know how many more settlements they have. Presumably... I can see my border with them here. I think presumably just that one. Maybe they've taken Nicomedia as well. We'll see. In any case, HeirofCarthage signing out. I'll see you all soon with some more action in Total War Rome Remastered.